Hey, sixth grade. These are the answers to lesson 14, your self-check in language. This is due on Thursday. Please, if you are not yet finished with this lesson, turn this video off and get it done. Please, if you have not checked over it, get it done, because I do want this grade. You will put the number wrong from the self-check onto your test. Okay, somewhere on your test, have the number wrong for your self-check, and I'll remind you of that. But please, at this point, if you want to, you may turn this video off and go back over the self-check and make sure you have done it well, because this will be graded. All right? If you are finished and you're satisfied with your answers, then you may proceed. And we're going to go over this whole thing. We're going to do this entire lesson, the answers, so please follow after carefully. Self-check, lesson 14, 6th grade, due on Thursday, the last day of April, April 30th. Test is on Friday. You are supposed to circle predicate adjectives, underline other adjectives, put parentheses around adjective phrases, and then you're supposed to go back and put check marks on top of participles. Now with participles, I do not care if the participles are underlined. You could have underlined them and checked them, but I don't need that, and I think I missed a few things on here. Let me just check. Okay, yes, I did not put parentheses around prepositional phrases. Sorry, we'll do that quick. Actually, let's just give the answers from here. All right, here are your answers. Number 1, dirty, sticky, black need to be underlined. All right? If you miss any of these, and if you have extra ones, it's one wrong for missed and one wrong for extra. So please grade this carefully. If you want a brother or sister or a mom and dad to grade it, I don't know how you've been doing the grading. Okay, I'm fine if you grade it, but please be consistent and do it right, because this will be graded. So either you do it well or get someone else to do it well. All right, underlined should be dirty, sticky, black, the pine. Dirty, sticky, black, the pine. You can have burning underlined if you want to. You don't have to, but you do need to put a check mark on top of burning, the participle. Okay? Number 3. In our town should be in parentheses. Our should be underlined. Mrs. Simpson's molasses should be underlined, saying which cookies, what kind of cookies, whose cookies, what kind of cookies. The best should be underlined. In the world should be in parentheses. And the should be underlined. So if you miss putting parentheses around the prepositional phrases, one wrong. If you have parentheses around a prepositional phrase, it's not an adjective phrase, one wrong. Okay? Number 5. You should have the underlined, talking about the blaze. You should have in the forest in parentheses with the underlined. You should have the underlined with the men, the underlined, not men, the underlined. You should have the with the phrase the leaping flames. You should have the underlined, a check mark above leaping. Okay? And the same thing with the roaring fire, the underlined, check mark above roaring. And the same thing with the burning heat, the underlined, burning with a check mark. And again, if you have those participles underlined and check marked, that's good, but they do not have to be underlined. They do have to be check marked though. So if you just have leaping underline and no check mark on top of it, then that's one wrong. All right, if you're not sure, just go back. That's one thing about this. I feel like I should be repeating stuff like I usually do in class, but you can just go back and watch the video again. I know, it's a bummer. Number 7, underline adverbs. Adverbs. These are the adverbs in number 7. Yesterday, today, forever, always, and never. 5 adverbs in there. Yesterday, today, and forever says when Jesus is. Always says when Jesus is, or to what extent he is. And never is, again, one. So yesterday, today, forever, always, and never need to be underlined in number 7. Number 9, circle the words that should be capitalized. Circle the first letters of the word that should be capitalized. Number 9, now. Martha, Aunt Edith, mother, and you. Number 11, capitalized, Dad, Briggs, Stratton. Not and not engine. All right, number 13, follow after carefully. Here's a list of the indefinite pronouns, whether they're singular, plural, or both. Number 13, going down the column, all right? A is S, B plural, or P. C, D, and E are S. F is E, G is S. H, the second column. H is S, I is E, J is S, K is E, L is P, M and N are both S. Last column, O. O and P are both S. Q is P, R is E, S is P, T is S, and U is E. I think you will find 4 that are always plural and 5 that can either be plural or singular. All right, number 15, circle the correct verb. Each of the girls was. Remember, each is singular. So you need a singular verb. Each one was. Number 17, The Tale of Two Cities. That's the title of one book. Tells. Number 19, underline the verbs, right, whether it's action or linking. Number 19, smells should be underlined. That is linking. Air smells fresh. It's not the air going, but it's us smelling the fresh air. Air smells fresh, linking. 21. Music sounds delightful. And that sounds is a tough one, okay? Because the music sounds. Music, and the music is sounding too, right? Kind of. But music sounds delightful. Delightful is a predicate adjective, so sounds is linking. You need to have sounds underlined and linking for 21. 23. Annette seems is the verb, seems underlined, better, predicate adjective, so that is also linking. 19, 21, and 23 are all linking. Grade both of these diagrams, 25 and 27. I only need the grade from 1. So the one that you do the best of, if you have 10 wrong on 25 and 0 wrong on 27, then you don't have to count those 10 wrong on 25. But make sure you know how to diagram for the test. Okay, do you understand what I'm saying? So you pick the best diagram that you did. and count those wrong. If you got one wrong and 5 wrong on the other, just count the one wrong from the one that you got. So count the number wrong from your best diagram. Okay? All right, here are your diagrams. Grade them both, but all I need is the grade from the best one that you did. Here's 25. And I don't know if I have to guess which one you did best on. I would guess you do better on 27 than 20, but I don't know that for sure. All right? 25. Neither nor, correlative conjunctions. So you have a rocket, compound subject with correlative conjunctions. Neither death nor life. Okay? So if you have these things underneath these, that's too wrong. Just if you don't have them at the right place, it's wrong. Neither death nor life shall separate is the verb. Us is a direct object. Who's getting separated or who's not getting separated? Us. All right? And then you have 2 prepositional phrases. Shall separate us from the love goes under the verb. From the love, from love, the, and then whose love is it or which love? Of God, under love. All right? So there's number 25. So grade that, mark stuff wrong, anything that's not in the right place. If this prepositional phrase is over here, then 1 wrong. Okay? If this prepositional phrase is not under love, 1 wrong. So I think you know how to do it. They can be a little confusing to grade, but do your best. All right? Number 27, I don't have the words in because I didn't have room. 27, we have a noun of direct address. Bring me a small donut to Nancy. All right? You're talking to Nancy. So it's like saying, Nancy, you bring. Okay? Nancy is the noun of direct address. Gets diagrammed up here. Nancy, the subject is you understood, so you must have you in parentheses. Nancy, you bring is the verb, and donut is the direct object. All right? Which donut? What kind of donut? A small donut. To means also bring it. Okay? You're supposed to bring it to. So to is an adverb under bring. To is an adverb under bring. And then you have an indirect object of who? Me. Me. Excuse me. Nancy, you bring donut. A small, to, and me. Again, just count the number wrong from the diagram that you got the least amount wrong. Okay? If you got 1 wrong on here and 0 wrong on here, then you got no wrong in your diagrams. That's what you count. Okay, understand that? All right, excellent. Now I'm going to, you can come back and look at these diagrams later again. I'm going to pull this down again so that we're not distracted by that. I've been waiting for that to happen. Oh, stop. All right. 29, number 29. This poor man is homeless. He lives in his pickup parked next to your house, right? The man lives next door in the brown pickup. Well, let's give him a home at least and just say the man in the brown pickup lives next door. So he does have a house. The pickup is parked there. All right. 31. Is this a noun or a verb? The teacher greeted all her students with a big smile. Hi, guys. Sorry. 31 is a noun. 33. Okay, everyone. Smile. That is a verb. 33 is a verb. 31 noun, 33 verb. 35. Circle the coordinating conjunctions, underline the correlative. 35, you should have 4 circled and neither nor underlined. Predicate nominatives, direct objects, indirect objects. Number 37. You should have Iguazu Falls is a beautiful waterfall. Waterfall should have PN on top of it. 38. 39. Betsy handed Jess a biscuit. Jess should be in parentheses. Biscuit should be circled. Number 41, appositives. 41, the Methodist leader, Francis Asbury. Francis Asbury should be circled. 43, a news article is based on fact. Put the number wrong that you got on the top of this or here on the score. Make sure that you put the number wrong on your test then that you hand in this weekend. All right? So do it carefully. Grade it carefully. Keep track of the number wrong. I had mentioned before that I want you to keep track of the number wrong that you got on, what was it, lesson 12, spelling. Disregard that, okay? I do not need to know how many you got wrong on any of your spelling in these last 4 lessons, but I need to know the number wrong that you got on lesson 14, the self-check. All